Did you know that a staggering 95% of people who start the fitness journey find themselves overwhelmed by the barrage of conflicting advice out there? From the myth of the perfect post-workout protein window to the debate over artificial sweeteners, navigating the fitness world can feel like trying to find your way through a maze blindfolded. In this video, I'm going to bust the biggest myths and cut through the noise to reveal the truth behind some of the most popular, yet potentially misleading, fitness advice. I'm Lewis. I've been a personal trainer for nearly 10 years, working with over 1,000 clients. For my online coaching, I help both entrepreneurs and the everyday gym goer to look great, feel great, and optimize their health and performance without the confusing misinformation or bro science, although I can't guarantee there won't be some of that here. If this interests you and you would like to find out if you're a good fit, head to the link in the description. Although on YouTube, I help you do it all for free. When I first started my fitness journey back in 2012, I was overwhelmed by the sea of information and advice online. Every fitness influencer and website seemed to have the secret formula to success, and I was eager to follow whatever advice I could get my hands on, as most people are. The problem was that advice was often contradictory and confusing, leaving me feel lost in a sea of supposed expertise. In the end, I tried to follow a bit of everything. I dabbled in high-intensity interval training, otherwise known as HIIT, different body part splits, diets, and whatever trend was making the rounds on social media at the time, which was Facebook groups, forums, and a bit of YouTube. My routine was a patchwork of the most popular fitness fads, believing that more was always better. I ended up finding myself stuck in a rut, as a lot of people do. My body was not really responding positively to the inconsistent and often extreme demands I was placing on it. I was getting to the point where I was fatigued, injured, and no closer to my actual goals. The sheer volume and variety of workouts, coupled with drastic dietary changes, were doing more harm than good. My actions were driven by impatience and a desire for quick results, as a lot of people are when they first start. They just want to see what they vision in their head. I believe that if I threw everything at the wall, something would stick. The abundance of available advice made me think that more effort, regardless of direction, equated to better results. I was chasing that promise of rapid transformation, seduced by before and after photos and a lot of testimonials. The consequence of following the scattergut approach was not ideal, and it did have an effect on my results. I suffered from overuse, injuries, burnout, and a bit of unmotivation as well. I also struggled to understand why my efforts were not paying off, leading to a cycle of a little bit of stress and frustration that further hindered my progress. Realizing the need for a change, as a lot of people do, I decided to start from scratch. I sought out credible sources and professionals in the fitness industry, opting for a personalized training program and nutritional plan tailored to my body's needs. I learned the importance of consistency, recovery, and listening to my body, again, focused around my goals. And by focusing on a balanced approach and setting realistic goals, I gradually began to see the progress I had actually been looking for. One key tip I learned from this experience is to be wary of any advice that promises quick fixes or a one-size-fits-all approach. Fitness as a whole is a personal journey, as we all know, and what works for one person may not work for another. For example, while intermittent fasting may be beneficial for some, it can be detrimental for others depending on their health, lifestyle, and fitness goals. With that being said, let's delve into some of the worst fitness advice which you have probably followed. So number one is clean eating. Clean eating involves focus on consuming whole, unprocessed foods such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats, while avoiding processed foods, additives, preservatives, and artificial ingredients. The rationale behind clean eating is that whole foods are closer to the natural state and therefore offer higher nutritional value. It's believed that by eliminating processed foods, which often contain unhealthy fats, added sugars, and high sodium levels, you can avoid unnecessary calories and chemicals, leading to better health and weight management. And don't get me wrong, while the principles of clean eating are fundamentally healthy, the approach can become problematic when it leads to restrictive eating patterns and moralistic view of food. This can result in anxiety around food choices, social isolation, and unhealthy obsession with pure eating. Additionally, the lack of clear guidelines for what constitutes as clean can be a little bit confusing. Instead of adhering to strict clean eating rules, I would say aim for a balanced diet that emphasizes whole foods, but also allows for a little bit of flexibility as well. Incorporate a variety of nutrients from all food groups to ensure a well-rounded intake without demonizing any particular foods. If you enjoy a slice of pizza or cookie occasionally, as we all do, it doesn't mean your diet is unhealthy. Balance these treats with meals rich in veggies, fruits, lean proteins, and whole grains throughout the week. The second myth is that elusive anabolic protein timing window. It's the theory of the anabolic window, which suggests that consuming protein immediately after exercise is critical for optimal muscle repair and growth, with a typical recommended window being 30 to 60 minutes post-workout. The belief is based on the idea that exercise increases muscle sensitivity to protein, and taking advantage of this state can maximize muscle recovery and growth. This concept has been nuanced by recent research, which indicates that the timing is not quite as critical as once thought, especially for non-elite athletes. And don't get me wrong, I was definitely in the camp. If I was walking to the gym, realised I didn't have my protein, I would go back home to go and get it to make sure that I could get it in as quickly as possible once I'd finished my last set. The total daily protein intake is more important for muscle repair and growth than precise timing relative to a workout. So you want to focus on distributing protein intake evenly throughout the day, aiming for a sufficient amount each meal. This approach supports muscle repair and growth over time without the stress of a narrow post-workout window. Whether you have a protein-rich meal an hour before your workout or an hour after, the key is ensuring that your total protein intake over the day meets your body's needs based on your activity level and goals. Number 3 is supplements. So supplements include vitamins, minerals, protein powders, and other products designed to enhance nutrition and physical performance. While people believe it works, the appeal of supplements comes from the promise of filling nutritional gaps, enhancing physical performance, speeding up recovery, and achieving fitness goals faster. Not all supplements are created equal, as we know, and some may not deliver on their promises. An over-reliance on supplements can also distract from the importance of obtaining nutrients from a varied and balanced diet. Also, the supplement industry is not as tightly regulated as the food industry, which can lead to quality and safety concerns. Jack 3D. Before turning to supplements, assess your diet to ensure it's balanced and meets your nutritional needs. If supplements are considered, do so based on specific nutritional deficiencies or needs, and choose products that are partly tested for quality and safety. For example, if you're not getting enough omega-3 fatty acids from fish due to dietary preferences, a high-quality fish oil supplement would be beneficial. However, this should complement a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, whole grain, and lean proteins. As I've said before in other videos, personally, I just take protein powder and creatine as my 2 only supplements. Yes, I do take a few multivitamins as well on a night time, but in terms of actual recovery for training, it's just protein and creatine. Number 4 is bro splits. So bro splits are a bodybuilding approach where each day of the week is dedicated to working out a different major muscle group, allowing for intense focus on each group but with a full week's recovery before targeting it again. So why do people believe this works? The logic is that by isolating muscles, you can work them more, leading to greater muscle size and definition due to focused exercises in sufficient recovery time. For most fitness people, especially those not competing in bodybuilding, bro splits can lead to imbalances and may not be the most time-efficient way to build strength and muscle. This approach can also neglect the benefits of frequency and the stimulation of muscle protein synthesis multiple times a week. An upper-lower split or a full body split workouts can be more effective for most people. I also spoke about this in a different video which you can go watch on my channel. It also allows for each muscle group to be worked multiple times a week, promoting balanced growth and strength gains. So instead of dedicating an entire session to arms, incorporate compound movements like bench presses and rows into your workouts, and some legs, which target multiple muscle groups, including the arms, chest, and back, leading to more balanced development. Number 5 is artificial sweeteners. As we know, artificial sweeteners are synthetic sugar substitutes that provide sweetness without the calories, often used by individuals looking to reduce calorie intake or manage blood sugar levels. Since they are low or 0 calories, artificial sweeteners are seen as a tool for weight management or for those with diabetes as a way to enjoy sweet tastes without affecting blood sugar significantly. There's a misconception that artificial sweeteners can lead to negative health outcomes and they're universally bad for everyone. However, the evidence is mixed, and for many people, they can be a safe and effective way to reduce calorie intake and manage sweet cravings. So I would say rather than viewing artificial sweeteners or having the odd Diet Coke, for example, as inherently bad, they can be used pretty well as part of a balanced diet. It's essential to focus on overall dietary patterns rather than singling out individual components. If you enjoy sweetened drinks, switching from sugar-sweet drinks to those sweetened with artificial sweeteners can significantly reduce your daily calorie intake. When I've been looking to drop some weight and actually drop body fat, it's something I do. I want to give me something sweet and it makes me feel like I've had something, but with no extra calories. And pair this with a diet rich in fruits, veggies, and whole grains, and lean proteins for more balanced nutrition. So these are the top 5 biggest myths which I have believed in at one point in my fitness career. With all my CEO and entrepreneurial clients, I follow my CEO Health and Performance Blueprint 5-step system, which combines all 5 key areas: head to the link in the description to watch the short video of exactly how I use this with my clients to get amazing results. Or alternatively, if you're someone, whether you run your own business or not, who would benefit from understanding in more detail your current health and performance, you can take the Health and Performance Scorecard, which is completely free, linked in the description below, as well as my training programs to see if they are suitable for you and your goals.